Mark III Reliant Robin, and something I never thought I'd own, but also something I never thought I'd design back in 1997-98 when I found myself as design consultant at Reliant, the only designer there, and so this is all my own work. And it's not often you can say as a designer that you own something that you've designed. So I'm going to turn the camera around and give you a guide through the vehicle itself and some of the original sketches I've got, so that you can see why I'm proud to own this and why this is actually a three-dimensional part of my portfolio and my career. And this is quite some years later, and I'm still finding myself lucky enough to be designing, so I'm really proud of what I've done here. So just a second. So here it is. This is my Reliant Robin, something that I have restored as a nut and bolt restoration, totally body off and nothing left unturned. It is everything has been renewed where possible, or restored where I can't renew it. It was originally green. Now of course you can see it's reminiscent of Bond Bug colours, another product that we looked at Reliant, and it's been fully restored and resprayed and trimmed inside. So I'm going to go in and show you around it. There we are. And inside I've given it a bit of a lift with some leather and Alcantara on the head lining, quilted leather on the inside, and custom seat belts and polished stainless steel, with a lovely speedo and inclinometer, just in case you've already found yourself upside down. So go back to the boot area, and in here, if you pardon the close up, are the original sketches. So that's the note I got from Reliant to thank me for my work. And here are the original pen and marker sketches that were used for exploring the design themes and which lamps to use for this car. And then the original photos taken for the brochure. So obviously it was Corsa lamps that were selected like this. And these were put onto the front. Now inside here is the engine, buried deep in there, which has also been fully restored to race car specification. Not too much, but enough to give it a little bit more torque. Certainly not any higher speed, you don't want that. And just to make it keep up with modern day traffic. And walk around. There are the Corsa lamps. There we go. And finish again on the interior.
way, the A299, turn off for Dargate by the Shell garage, and no. Just does a little run up through Denstrud Lane, past the Dove Inn. It's got a nice bit of hill section, which is very smooth. They resurfaced it last year, and you can quick foot down. Legally, of course. It's coming up in about 4 minutes.
all that. Will you see these sheep? Oh, they're getting out of the way, that's excellent. Excellent, taking the bend well, yes. He's watching the car now, so bit of a skid there. Oh wow, so catch him there. Bit of a slow down. And in the way there. He's coming down the last one. Excellent, Mr. Graham.
I think it's about the handling of the car. I've read a lot into them, you know. It's the fun of the car. You know, I came across it one in Sheffield in England, which was an automatic, and I converted it back to manual, and then I started in the modification end of it. I started then adding different things. Although we don't get much sunshine in Ireland, but I like to go somewhere that's hot, you know, to drive it, you know, so you can keep the roof down more often, you know. Hi, I'm Ian, and I drive a 1981 Mazda Miata MX-5.
The Bluebird MX-5 is the love child of Mr. Ian Cummins. His MX-5 love story started with a former girlfriend who had a red NA Miata, and when that relationship ended, Ian was on the hunt for his own piece of the MX-5 lifestyle. He really liked the cars in the Mariner blue color, so when this Japanese imported car popped up on eBay, he just had to have it. The car still needed a lot of work. The car needed to be converted from automatic to manual. It needed to be brought back to the original Mariner blue color it was delivered in. Luckily, Ian got help from friends in body shops, friends in detailing, friends who did the graphics, and in the meantime the car got the nickname Bluebird from Ian's mother. Ian really enjoys his MX-5, and his friends were noticing how beautiful the car was turning out and asked him, why don't you go show your car? And Ian did. Ian's car got appreciated a lot at the car shows, so Ian started adding modifications to compete in the shows. To this day, Ian still drives the car to every car show and still keeps adding to the car because in his words, the car is never finished.
here we have my 1976 Rover 3005S. It's finished in what they call lunar grey. To me it's always been more of a pea green, but we won't argue about the colour. Had the car now for coming on for 9 years. I bought it obviously 9 years ago, but not in this state. I had to go down nearly all the way down to Devon to collect it. Heard about it from a friend, and the old gentleman that had owned it had it from when it was only 3 years old, and you know, he kept it in a good, well, reasonably good order, but it all got a bit too much for his capabilities towards the end. So he actually went and put it in his garage, which was attached to his bungalow, so it was always sort of quite warm in there, and it sat for 20 years or more, never moved. You can see the vinyl roof's really good condition as it was when I bought it. I put new side panels on there, but every panel has been removed from the vehicle bar the roof, rubbed down to bare metal or aluminium in the case of the bonnet and the boot lid, and then welded, replaced, or whatever needed doing to it to get it to a decent standard as it is now. Also, while I was at it, I managed to locate a boot lid with an adapter to give us the facility of having the spare wheel on the boot. And as you can see, the standard of paintwork is really high. I did all the welding and filling and priming myself, and then I had a good friend who's a really professional body man to do the panels one at a time as I took them down to his booth. Inside here is all original, and as you can see, it's leather box pleat material, leather box pleat seats and new carpets throughout. In here, that is all original. It's not been sprayed at all, so that will give you some idea. If we go around now and open the bonnet, we'll show you under the bonnet. And carefully go around, and there we go. We've still got some of the original stickers that came on the car, and even one of the little service stickers I put back. Come around the front. And here we have the engine bay. Not concours, but I've made a nice tidy job of it. Again, I haven't replaced the information on the car. I know you can get new ones, but I just thought I'd keep the old. And on the front here, that is the original one. Right, the corner's missing, but it is as it was when I got it. So basically, made quite a good job under there. And probably one of the hardest things to come across was the actual decent bonnet badge, because they cost a fortune now. So I was very lucky and patient and managed to get that, and also an original roof aerial, which again was hard to find, but we managed to do it, and one of the exterior door mirrors, because they're quite difficult to find as well. So all in all, we're left with a really nice car now, and as I say, it set me back £7,000, but that's all in parts. The majority of labour I did myself, so we can't count that. Well, there we go, there she is.